welcome everybody to the channel. It's CFB here. I even forgot how my intro goes, but Chelsea 2, Brentford 1. You don't know how much of a big points this is. This is massive points. Today, we have picked up 3 huge points. And as we get into the video, I'm going to tell you the reason why it's a huge big points today. And I'm also going to go through the game, obviously. So before we do get into everything, that's absolute juiciness, yeah? Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications to notified every time I load a video. Also, first link in the description of my streaming channel, my second channel. Go and check those out. It'd be very much appreciated. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Yo! Come on! This is what I'm talking about. Enzo Maresca, you've changed my life. You've changed my life. I'm going to get a picture of you smack bang in the middle of this memorabilia wall, which is going to be full of way more memorabilia, yeah? Same on this side of the wall. You're all going to be on it, mate. You're all going to be on it, and I'm going to kiss your bold, beautiful, shiny head every night. Yeah! I just bit my lip. Oh, damn it. Chelsea get the result today, 2-1 over Brentford. This is what I'm talking about. This is it, man. This is it. If you ever struggle, you know, with, you're getting used to a lady, and you take her home one night. You know what I'm trying to say? Do a deed. The one thing that's gonna get you up is Enzo Maresca ball. Yes, really happy today. The lineup was nothing down to perfection in my opinion. I thought the lineup was really good. Even though some of them I didn't put in my lineup yesterday, I can understand why we went with them. So the lineup today we went with for today's victory was Robert Sanchez in goal. Went with Mark Cucurella left back and Gusto right back. By the way, they both inverting, it seems like. They were both inverting. I don't understand that, but they were both inverting, and it's been working. Tosin and Colwell as the 2 centre-backs. Caught me by surprise. No Baddy Shield. Tosin instead. I'm gonna obviously as I go through the game, I'm gonna tell you the reason how he did so well. If he did so well. Caicedo, Enzo in the double pivot. There was no Lavia. Lavia was even on the bench. And then Sancho off the left, Palmer in the 10, Madueke off the right, which I knew was going to happen. And then Jackson's the ST. Now, let's go through the game. So the first half, you can see by the immediate kickoff, you could tell what the game was going to be like straight away. Set from the tempo, it was going to be us having the majority of the ball, Brentford sitting back, trying to reserve the pressure and break us on the counter-attack. That was what it was going to be. And I called it yesterday in my preview. I said that is what it's going to be. Expect it. Brentford are the same every time pretty much. It's long balls all the time, long throw-ins, which give you PTSD all the time against Brentford, I can't even lie. And it's going to be that type of game. It's going to be one of those type of games where they're going to be stubborn and hard to break down. We've just got to keep the pressure on, not panic, not get annoyed, and just keep trying. Do you know what I mean? Take a risk, and that's exactly what we did today. And we had so many chances before we scored the first goal. We had so many chances. There was a lot of whipped-in balls from Colwell, especially, just outside the box trying to find Jackson. There was a chance Jackson had in the first half as well where he hit it on the half volley, but it was striked straight at the keeper. But we did get the first goal from Cucurella. Cucurella, out of all the people, I know exactly. And it was a header, off a normal open play goal, not even a set piece. It's crossed in from Madueke, who I don't think was having a great game up until then, but it was a good crossing from Madueke. It's high into the box. Jackson's not quite there, but Cucurella somehow sweeps in, manages to get in between the 2 defenders, and manages to get a flick on with his head, with his with his long not dreadlocks either. I don't know what you call it, locks. Flicked in bottom left hand corner, beautiful. His celebration as well was beautiful. If you're a rival fan or just not a Chelsea fan at all, yeah, and you'll watch that celebration, you will want to punch him through the screen. I can understand, but because he plays for my club, I love the shithousery celebration. I love it. And he got us to the goal would make us go 1-0 up in the first half, and we go into the first half being 1-0 up. And like I said, judging off the game, it's what we all expected. It was going to be us with the ball. Brentford didn't really test us in that first half. In fact, in that first half, we had 78% possession, and we had all the shots. I don't think Brentford even had a shot in the first half, or they might have had 1 or 2. I don't know, but they didn't really test us in that first half. Second half, it was basically the same story up until late into the second half, except from we do get a goal to give us that extra cushion, because as soon as the second half started, well, not as soon as the second half started, but just before we got our goal, Brentford were getting slowly into the game. They were getting more of the ball. They were attacking a lot more with persistence. You know what I'm trying to say? They were attacking with a lot more persistence and looking a lot more dangerous from it. And we do get that cushion just before anything serious happens. We got that cushion from Enzo Fernandez assist to Nicholas Jackson, who again wasn't really having the best game up until then. I've got to be honest, wasn't really having an amazing game. I looked at him and gone, oh my God, you've been brilliant today. He wasn't, but he got his goal. Really, really happy for him, because he did miss a sitter in the first half or second half, I can't remember, where I think it was Sancho or Palmer cut the ball across box, and the keeper's left stuck in the mud. He's playing stuck in the mud. And Jackson has the whole goal to aim at, and it's a very, very lazy shot, and he blasts it over the bar. And, you know, it was such an easy chance for him to score, but it was very lazy. He didn't open up his body or anything like that. But anyway, he does get his goal from Enzo Fernandez assist. Enzo Fernandez puts a great ball in behind. Jackson's one-on-one with a defender, takes it over to the right of the defender, shoots, sticks it in the near post of the goalkeeper. Brilliant, brilliant finish from Jackson. Took his time, didn't panic on the ball, saw the corner he was going for. You could tell he already had that corner in his mind, and he scored it. Brilliant goal. That's all I can ask from Jackson. That's all I can ask from one of my strikers, all right? He gets the goal just before Brentford do get their goal. Brentford do score their goal, but it's very, very, very late on. I think it's in the 90th, or no, it was just before the 90th minute. They did score from a breakaway. It's just pace from Mbwabu, I think his name is. Completely outpaces our defence, nothing you can really do, and just slots it in. Again, like I said, nothing you could do. It's just a good goal from Brentford. There was 7 minutes added on, by the way. 7 minutes? Are you having a laugh? 7 minutes added on, and I was biting my nails. I can't even lie. I was really, really scared, because we tend to fumble in these situations. And as I've been saying on a couple fixtures this season, with these similar type of results where they've been quite close in scoreline, if this was last season, we would have bottled this. I fully believe it, especially this game. If this was 2-1 to us in the 90th minute with 7 minutes added on, and they scored just before the 90th minute, I'm telling you, we would have bottled it in the second half. No, in the 90th minute stage, we would have. This time we looked like we didn't panic. We looked like we were cool and calm. Aerial ability as well from the defence, brilliant, especially Tosin. Commanded the defence really, really well today as well, I thought. Our defence as well, over the past couple of games, especially this game, so much more better, so much more assured. So much better and assured. And you know what they say, which I'm going to get into in a minute as well, but I'm going to say it right here, right now. Attack wins you games, yeah, but defence wins you titles. Okay? And I like to see how the defence is improving. We're looking more balanced overall. And that's really all to write from the whole game. Like I said, the second half, a bit late on into the second half, Brentford were getting into the game. They were, but we were just so cool and calm. You know what I mean? We were calm. And we didn't let them get into the game. We didn't panic under the pressure when they did get the goal. And that is what separates this Chelsea from the last Chelsea, or the Chelsea of the last couple of years. Is this one seems a lot more cooler and calmer. I'm sorry I have to say cool and calm so much. I want to try and find a different word in my vocabulary, but my brain's not ticking. You know what I'm saying? It's not ticking. But we did. We got the job done. We got the 3 points. This was 3 huge points today. 3 huge points, because now we've narrowed the gap. We've now narrowed the gap from us and Arsenal. We are 4 points ahead of Arsenal now, comfortably sitting in second place. I won't say comfortably, but we have got a bit of a gap now, a bit of a breather in second place. And even though Liverpool still have a game in hand, we are only 2 points off first. Okay, I'm not shouting for I'm not saying no title race, because Maresca's already came out and said we're not in the title race. And look, in higndsight, if we're being real, I don't think we will win the title. We probably won't be in the title race for that long, but it's nice to see us in that margin now. It's nice to see us in that margin, us progressing, us with actual style of play. Football you can look at and be confident with in the future, next season, for example. You know what I'm trying to say? Do you know what I mean? Like, if this was, like I said, we saw none of this last season. None of this. I didn't see a style of play or nothing. Today, I have. Defensively, we're getting better. This is brilliant. We're getting over leaps and bounds now. This is exactly what I want to see. Exactly what I want to see. It's such a shame though, because at the end of the game, Cucurella did get a red card, so he will be missing the Everton game, which I think is going to be tough as well. But yeah, man, this is a big result, big result. Anyway, let's move on to the player ratings real quick. Robert Sanchez in goal actually had a decent game. There was a couple moments where his distribution was looking a bit like, oh, is he going to give away the ball here? You know what I'm trying to say? But overall, he was making some decent. He made one decent save. I thought he had a decent game, so I'll give him a 5.5. Nah, I think it's harsh actually. I can't lie. I think I'll give him a 6. Cucurella was brilliant today as well. I keep saying this with Cucurella. He's Mr. Consistent. Mr. Consistent. I'm going to give him a 7. I'm giving him a 7 today. He was everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Just in general, our energy levels, I forgot to mention this in the second half especially, but our energy levels on pressing Brentford and whenever they had the ball in their half, passing around the back was brilliant today. Because every time they had a goal kick and they passed it short, our players would be straight onto him. And Cucurella was one of the ones pushing the team up for that. Our energy levels showed today. Cucurella, Caicedo being the main two from that heavy press in their box. You know what I'm trying to say? And it was really, really good today. I would say Caicedo, the energy levels were brilliant. We had many chances from it. Many chances, especially late on in that second half. We were not giving him a second to breathe. I love that. It's no mercy. Anyway, Cucurella, brilliant. Got a goal as well. First goal for us at the Stamford Bridge in his Premier League career, I think it is. So I'm going to give him a 7. Tosin, no, it's not Tosin. Colwell's getting better. He's getting way better now. I can't lie. He's starting to get more assured. He's a more assured defender. There's nothing he could have really done for their goal. If somebody's got more pace than you, they've got more pace. I can't blame him for that. I'll admit, I hold my hands up. At the start of this season, I said I think Colwell's a tad overrated. I didn't say he was a bad player. I said I think he's a tad overrated. He's starting to prove me wrong, and that's exactly what I like to see. That's exactly what I like to see. Colwell, way more better today. Defensively, made a really, really good block in the first half. If he didn't get the block off, I think they definitely would have got the shot on target, but whether it went in, I don't know. Probably a good chance. So Colwell in general, I would say, was a 6.5. He's more commanding as well. He was a commander anyway, but he's more commanding. Tosin Adarabioyo. I was worried when I saw Tosin today because I was there like, what Tosin's going to turn up? You know, the one we've seen a couple times in the Conference League where he struggled, or the one we saw against West Ham where he looked absolutely immense. And it was the one that turned up against West Ham that turned up today. He was brilliant today. I thought it was really, really good. Like I said, he was the main person aerially. I don't know how you say it, but like in the air, that was really, really good for us today. You know what I'm trying to say? Brentford, obviously, long throw-ins, long balls, set pieces, whatever. And Tosin Adarabioyo was one of the people getting his head stuck in. You know what I'm trying to say? Getting stuck in with his head. Nobody beat him in the air, I don't think. Was absolutely immense today. Tosin, I would say, was a 7. I'll be a 7. Gusto, really, really good today. He's starting to get back into the rhythm of things. It's nice to see. Again, his pressure was really, really good today. Going forward, whipping and crossing and stuff, getting a shot off, getting in better positions, decision making, way better. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Caicedo, I don't even need to say much about Caicedo anymore. It's the same. It's like Cucurella. Mr. Consistent. You know what I'm trying to say? The consistent doubles, I'm going to call him. They've been brilliant. He is... I don't think he's had a bad game this season. I think he's been absolutely unbelievable. Terrific. Mr. Terrific, I'm going to call him. You know what I'm trying to say? So his pressing has been amazing. His pressing from whenever teams are playing out from the back, his pressing is amazing. It's amazing. It suffocates their defence. It really does. I say was a 7 as well. Enzo Fernandez, I'd say, was a 6.5. He got a really good assist today. Bar the assist, he did a good couple switches. He hasn't been as good. He wasn't as good today as he has been the last couple of weeks, but he was still really, really good today. Really, really good. There was just a couple times where he was getting caught on the ball too much. So I would say it was a 6.5. That's still good, but I'm just saying without the assist, he probably would have been a 6. Jadon Sancho. Yes, that's the next one, isn't it? Yeah, Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho was brilliant in the first half, but started to fade off into the second half in like around the 65th minute. And both our wingers started to fade off around the 65th minute, which I can understand. Wingers usually tend to fade off around the 65th minute. But we didn't have any wingers to bring off the bench, which was a bit unfortunate. But it happens, you know. Mudrik's ill, Neto's out with a suspension. It happens. And, you know, Sancho did have a good game. There was a chance where he went around the keeper, but he dragged it too far to the byline. And he tried to get in a cross, but he couldn't get the cross in because the Brentford defenders blocked it out. But if he didn't take it as far to the byline, I think he could have snuck it into the back of the net. Unlucky. Very unlucky. But I thought he had an alright game. I'd say it was a 6. Same with Madueke on the opposite side. I think it was a 6. I think bar the assist, which was a good whipped-in cross, you know, and also bar the fact the last 15-20 minutes, to be fair, I would probably say he got into the game a little bit. Was taking on his full-back a little bit more successfully, popping off shots in the right angles. But bar those, the first half I don't think he was particularly great. In fact, I didn't like his work ethic off the ball, personally. And it was like that in the second half as well, like I said, until the last 20. But I'd say he was probably a 6. It was a 5.5 without the assist. Cole Palmer got involved. His chance creation wasn't there as much as what you'd think it would be. And obviously he didn't get a GA today, but that doesn't mean, in my opinion, he's had a bad game. I don't think he had a bad game today. He was getting involved. He was linking up the play, picking up the ball deep in our defence. And, you know, linking up the play, you know what I'm trying to say. But he wasn't as much as a threat as he has been in recent couple of weeks and stuff like that, or what you'd expect Cole Palmer to be. But he had a decent overall game. I'll say it was a 6. And then Jackson got a good goal. Like I said, got a really good goal. And unfortunately came off with a bit of an injury. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope it's just a little precaution thing. But he came off limping, so I hope he's okay. But apart from that, there was a couple of times where he turned past a defender, picking up the ball, but I don't like how he's not involved as much as what he used to be. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he doesn't often drop deep anymore and spin a defender, turn him upside down and pull their trousers down and then make his way into the box or something like that. He doesn't do that often enough anymore, and I want to see it more often because I think that's where Jackson's at his best. It was a good run for his goal, good run in behind, and didn't panic under the pressure, so well played to him. I thought it was a 6.5. I think he was solid. The only sub we made today was Nkunku, and I can't really rate him because he came on really, really late. Only had 10 minutes to really impact the game, so I can't really rate him on that sense. But overall, really, really happy, really, really impressed. Like I said, Brentford they aren't a bad team. They are not a bad team. They are they're third now for top scorers in the league in terms of teams' goals. And they've had some good results over teams in this season. So today, picking up a 2-1 win, very, very good. Very, very good. You know, even without players like Lavia, Reece James, Fofana, you know what I mean? We have missed a couple players due to suspension or an injury, you know what I mean? I think only 2 through an injury, but a couple through suspension. They'll all be back against Everton anyway. So overall, I'm very, very happy. 3 points. I wish it was 33 points, but 3 points. We've now closed the gap on first. Let me know, do you reckon we're in a title race? Something's agitating me to say we are, but I don't want to get overboard. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want to get overboard. But it's nice to think that we're around there. And we are competing, and we're showing that we have improved so much. So, really, really happy. City also lost today. I would have preferred a draw in that game because I don't want United winning in general. But hey, United are nowhere near us. They're still 12 points off us, and the City-Chelsea gap is extended even more. So, I guess in general, it's not that bad. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you all thought about the game. I am very, very gassed. I'm going to sleep a happy man. So take care, everybody. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're ready for my next upload, because my next upload will probably be the preview for on Wednesday. So be ready for that. Take care, all, and up the chouse. Come on! Peace.